players need the opportunity to develop before we get to the results, which you all just want results. I mean, there is no process, right? There is no discipline to execute. I mean, there's none of those things. It's just tell me who's gonna be there. So I can create an expectation for them and kill them when they don't live up to it. I get it. I mean, I understand. But, so, no, do we have 5 starters etched in stone? No. Do we have starters etched in stone in every position? No. There's competition at positions, and if somebody's a better player, can give us a better chance to win, we're gonna play the guy. And we've always done that. And I think we owe the players on our team to play the best players.
Go to Tony.
You're able to establish some success with the long passing, deep passing early on. What is your assessment of that, and what did you see from that?
Well, what I saw is we're playing against each other, so every time we completed one, I was happy for the guy that completed it, and I was saying, why did the defensive guy let him complete it? All right, so I guess just to answer your question, I'd have to say, since we were playing against each other, I had mixed emotions.
Okay, go to Alex.
Is that fair?
Guys, what you saw from Najee, his progression this spring, and is he one of those talents that you kind of have to find a role at some point for him just to get on the field?
Well, look, you know, we've got some good young players. All of them are guys that I think Brian Robinson had a really good spring. I think Najee made a lot of progress this spring. You know, we've got Jacobs, we've got Damian Harris, we've got Bo, who didn't play today. I think B.J. Emmons showed last year, who didn't play today, that he can do some things. So I think all these guys, a lot of competition. I think it'll make them all better. And I think that it's good to have that kind of depth at that position. And there may be a couple of those guys that we try to create some kind of role for so that they can contribute in a way that's going to help the team.
Come up front here with Taryn.
You mentioned your mixed emotions towards the deep ball and versus the secondary. What did you see out of the secondary that brought those other emotions?
I'm not an emotional guy to start with, so, but look, there's not one part of our team that I would say that when I watch the film tomorrow, I'm gonna be satisfied with the way they played today. I'm sure there's things that we can do much better in the secondary. I know there's some specific plays that I noticed, just like you noticed, that we could have played better. Are we gonna learn from those things and try to get better? Absolutely. I think part of that, how do you self-correct, is what I'm talking about in terms of how do guys take the things that they got beat on and learn from them so that they have a better chance to be successful the next time they play. And that's what I would expect from the guys in the secondary who had bad plays. And there were also some good plays with some interceptions and other things that hopefully we can build on.
2 more quick ones. We'll start with Reiner.
How would you evaluate Jalen's performance, especially from the pocket, and his patience overall, and you know, going through the progressions?
Well, I think it was better. I think it was much better, and I think that, you know, at the end of the scrimmage, when he had an opportunity and had to make plays, whether he scrambled to make a play, which he did at LSU to win the game, he did at Clemson, in the Clemson game, he gave us a chance to win the game in the end. Those things are still important things, but I thought his ability to stand in the pocket and be a pocket passer and throw the ball on time and accurately was much improved. And that was one of the goals in the spring, and it's going to be something we continue to work on.
Last one over here on the right.
Hey Coach, you mentioned the league team you're facing in week 1. Does your familiarity with Jimbo and vice versa, does that kind of add to that challenge? Is that kind of overstated a little bit, or is it going to come down to pretty much just execution between you guys?
Well, I think that Jimbo's an outstanding coach. He's done a fabulous job. He did a great job for us. I mean, he was one of the best offensive coordinators that I've ever had, college or pro. Very creative, very good teacher, does a great job with the quarterbacks. They have talented players, and they've played at a high level on a pretty consistent basis. And I'm sure his leadership contributes to that quite a bit. But we've also evolved through the years, you know, in terms of some of the things that they do, some of the things that we do, the way football has changed, especially on offense with the RPOs and some of the things that people do differently now. So philosophically, is there some similarities? Probably. But that's true with a lot of the coaches that have programs that we compete against. So you're not really playing against the coach. It's going to be a game about the players, how the players play and execute against one another. And they've got a lot of good players, and we've got some good players. So it should be a really good game.